It's Act 2 time. Okay, Act 2, just reflection before we get started on all the songs. I love Act 2. I think I love more of the songs in Act 2 than Act 1. They're guess what? Guess what I'm gonna say? They're great. So this will also probably, the last video was about 15 minutes. I just finished editing. And this one will probably be 15 minutes. So you have a whole half an hour of Cami talking about Hamilton. And that's just gonna be great. So I hope you enjoy this act, me talking about this act, all of my opinions. Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? Oh my gosh, my third favorite, because I think I'm keeping track of my favorites now. I love, what did I miss? I love Thomas Jefferson, who in the first act he was Lafayette, and now he's Thomas Jefferson. I like how they did that. They changed like the characters. I think Lawrence is now Philip, and what happened to Mulligan? Okay, I actually don't know that one. I think he's Madison. So I just love that part. I love that they didn't want any more cast. So they didn't want somebody to just not be there the whole act 2. So they added this. They switched their characters, which is great. I love it. I love it. Okay. Did I say I love it? What I miss is so great. I love Thomas Jefferson singing. I love how he acts. I love the ensemble, just like, he's home. It's so great. Oh my gosh, it's in time for cabinet battle number 1. This one's great. Like, I don't really appreciate the cabinet battles, but I kind of do now after listening to them about 10 times. I really like how they fight and how Lin-Manuel Miranda like portrays like politics in this case. I also really like that Thomas Jefferson and Madison, who used to be Mulligan and Lafayette, how they were his friends in the first act, and like the actual actors were, and now they're like against him. I think that's really interesting how they did that. I also like the Washington we get to see, because who wouldn't like Washington? And the battles are just really interesting. Like, they get their points across, and it's great how he incorporated that into the musical. Take a break. Okay, there's a vacuum, but it's okay. Take a break is great. I love Philip's rap. Philip's rap is the best. This song also taught me to count in French, which is great. What else? Oh, I like when they do like the Schuyler sisters part, and there's no Peggy, so they just leave it blank, and it's like kind of sad. Like, you're wondering like, where's Peggy? But Peggy's actually gonna be in the next song. Ooh. Take a break is great though. I really wish Hamilton would have went. Would have saved a lot of trouble. Say no to this. Oh my gosh. I hate the meaning. I love the song. I love the song. Oh my gosh. This is like my 0 favorite. Like, that's above 1. It's my half favorite. I don't know how you want to go about that, but it's so great. Oh my gosh. I love Say No to This. And I like all the parts. I hadn't slept in a week. I was weak. I was awake. Like, it's so catchy. Oh my gosh. I could sing the whole song, but I don't want to do that on camera. It's so great. Oh my gosh. I could talk about this for days. I love Say No to This. I love that Peggy is the girl now. I can't remember her name. I don't know why. Mariah, that's her name. How that was Peggy, and it's just great. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I love her voice. I had a singing clip in here. Suddenly he's up and gone. I don't have the means to go on, so I offered her a loan. I offered to walk her home. She said, "You're too kind, sir." She looks at us, socked away. She lived a block away. "This one's mine, sir." I said, "Well, I should head back home." She turned red. She let me turn bed. Let her legs spread and said, "Stay." So when I I began to pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. Oh my God, she looks so helpless. Now we're on The Room Where It Happens, which is like one of Aaron Burr's songs, and it's very groovy, very, very groovy. And it really shows how, like, him just waiting for everything really isn't going for him, as when Hamilton's approach to just go for everything is working for him. So I think he kind of sees that, but he blames it on Hamilton and not really on himself. And then this kind of leads up how he wants to be in the room where it happens. I think he kind of wants to be in Congress, so that's why he's gonna run against Skylar, and he's gonna win a senator spot. Okay, now we had Skylar defeated. This one, I don't think this one's like the first thing that comes up in your mind when you think Hamilton, but it's good. I like the rhymes that come back from other songs, like from the Skylar sisters. That theme kind of comes back into Skylar's defeated, and now you can see how Hamilton and like Burr's like friendship is kind of breaking apart, because Hamilton thinks, oh, he did that because that's my father-in-law, but actually Aaron Burr just did it because he saw an opportunity. So we're gonna see how this Cabinet Battle 2 is. It's not as intense as Cabinet Battle 1, but it's good. If it was me, I might have actually went and supported the French, but I understand Hamilton's side, how we weren't stable enough to like actually help France. I'm glad Washington went with him, but is Hamilton nothing without Washington? No, but he kind of is something with Washington, because that's what they're kind of saying in Cabinet Battle number 2. That's what Jefferson said. But it's a great song. I love the rhythm. I love everything. I love everything. So we have Washington on Your Side, which is great. I really like when they kind of harmonize on It Must Be Nice to Have Hamilton on Your Side. Their voices sound very good together. And I like the story that they're all kind of ganging up now against Hamilton, and they're going to look through all the receipts and everything to see if he's doing anything wrong, because they want him out because he's doing better than them. He's kind of making his own plans and everything. So next is One Last Time. Now we have One Last Time, which is such a great song because I love Washington. He has such a great voice and everything. So One Last Time is talking about how Thomas Jefferson resigned to run for president, and then Hamilton's like, he doesn't have a chance, Washington, he can't beat you. Then Washington's like, no, I'm resigning also. And he's like, oh. So Washington's like, Hamilton, help me write a paper to say goodbye, and just take in the moment, like stop rushing, like I'm dropping out, I'm done, so let's just have a moment. And I thought that was really cute. And it's a great song. They're all a great song. It's great. I Know Him is great. It's the last song in the trilogy of the King George songs, and it's a great one. I like how he kind of talks about George Washington's pants, or butt, if you say, because he's like, with looms quite as large. Like, why are you talking about Washington's butt? Ooh. But it's a great song. I love I Know Him. I'm really sad it's the last one of King George. Okay, so the next one's the Adams administration, which I don't know as much of it as if it's really a song. More of it's like a bridge, I guess, between songs. I don't know what that's called. I'm not a musical genius. I mean, it's okay. It's very short, so there's not much to talk about. Like, this talking about it will probably be longer than the actual song. But, like, it's pretty good. I like how it starts, like, with the dun, 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 dun. And, like, that's how a lot of them start, so I think that's pretty cool. We have We Know, which I really like the melody and, like, the word choice in the songs. I like when they do, like, when Hamilton's like, you don't know what you're asking me to confess. I like the melody there, or like the background, I don't know what you call it, but it's really great. And then the people won't know what we know is also a great part that I like. The story behind it, though, that they were like, you're using government funds. That's treason. And then he's like, no, I didn't. And now I have to tell you what I did, and you better not tell anyone. But, Hamilton ends up telling everyone himself because he feels guilty. So, now is Hurricane. Hurricane, it's a great song because he's like, I wrote, and it always helped me out. Like, I got to New York by writing about the hurricane I was in, and the whole town was like, wow, that's great. Let's give him money to go to New York. So then he's like, everything that I've wrote has helped me out. So if I write about this and give them a bunch of truth, it can't hurt me. Yeah, I don't think so, but he doesn't know that yet. And that's why like at the end of the song of Hurricane, the ensemble is kind of like, wait for it, like, don't do it, but he still does it. So next is the Reynolds pamphlet. The Reynolds pamphlet is good. I like the Reynolds pamphlet, like, because they're all reading how he wrote about his own affair and told everybody, even though nobody really knew. Except for Burr, Madison, and Jefferson. But he knew something was going to come about it later, so he wrote about it before that came out. I feel so bad for Eliza. I'm so excited for her song to come up next because I love Burn. Burn's my favorite. So yes, Burn is Burns. I know all the words to Burn. I love Burn so much. It makes me feel for Angelica and it makes me hate Hamilton. So I love it. It's so beautiful and elegant. I love her whole notes when she holds really long. I've tried to do it. I can't do it. It's very, 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 very good. I love it so much. Now is Blow Us All Away, which is Philip's song when he gets in a fight and he gets in a duel and he gets killed for summary. I really love his character. He's really cute, and I like how he defends his father. I think I like how he kind of flirts with those girls in like the beginning, but I really like how he's like a poet. He's really good at rapping, and he was writing like poems in the first act, during this act, sorry, and Take a Break. And it's a great story, but I'm really sad that, well, I guess he doesn't die in this one yet, but he's close to death in this one. Next one, Stay Alive, the reprise. That one's good too. We'll talk about that one next. Okay, Stay Alive, reprise. I think that's how you say reprise. I don't know. Stay Alive is great. I really like the beginning, which is Eliza, and it's like Stay Alive. And I mean, Eliza gets really mad. I like the counting at the end, even though it's really sad. Like, I guess I like the sad aspect of it because he never finishes counting, which is sad. Sorry. It's so sad. Next up is It's Quiet Uptown, which made me cry the first time I heard it. The voices are just so beautiful. I'm glad in the end Eliza forgives Hamilton, or they're on the path to forgiveness. I think it's really cute, but I'm also like, Hamilton's really sad. He's done stuff like he takes the kids to church on Sunday, as it says, and then how he says if he could trade his life for Philip's, he would, and how if she smiled, she'd smile if he brought Philip back, and it'd just be great for him. It'd be enough for him. So I think this one's really cute, but also really sad, and it's cryable. That makes sense. Okay, so now it's time for the election of 1800, which is a great piece. I love it. I like how it takes back like the melody parts in Washington on Your Side. I like that Jefferson won. I really like that Jefferson won. I mean, I already knew that. I mean, it's history. But I didn't want Burr to win. He does have no beliefs, like Hamilton said in this story. In this song, sorry. It started raining, then it stopped. So I really like this song. I like the voices, and I like at the end how Jefferson's like, oh, we can change that. You know why? And Madison's like, why? He's like, because I'm the president. Like, that was a great addition. That's something I would say if I was the president. And now it's your obedient servant, which is great. I really like the parts when they go, it's an honor to be your obedient servant, and then it's A.Ham or A.Burr. And then I like at the beginning where he's like, for the last time. Like, that's just great. How do you think of things like that? I don't know. And then the storyline in this one is Burr is like, I've looked back and all of my mistakes are your fault, so it's your fault. And then Hamilton's like, it's not my fault. It's your fault. It's your life. You waited for it. You should have just went. And then at the end, Aaron Burr's like, duel? And Hamilton's like, sure. So that's kind of where we are. We're almost at the end. This long journey with just me and just you and 30 minutes of me talking about Hamilton. Now is Best of Wives and Best of Women, which is like a 45-second song, but it's really sweet because he's probably writing down his will. He's probably writing down something for Eliza, because he said he has a meeting out of town, but he's true. He has a meeting out of town, but not that he's having a duel. So I think it's just sweet. I like the do 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 do. I think that's how it goes. I was just listening to it, so it's really sweet and cute, and I'm really sad that's like the last time Eliza sees Hamilton. Now it is time for The World Was Wide Enough, which I really like because it has like different sections. The beginning's kind of like the 10 Dual Commandments, like it was in Blow Us All Away and how it was like in 10 Dual Commandments. But it's different words, which I really like. And then you have what Burr's thinking and what's happening, and then you have what Hamilton's thinking. And you have the like, oh, Hamilton raised his gun at the sign and he gets shot. And then it's going to transfer to the very last song that we'll talk about next. But The World Was Wide Enough, it's a great song. You can like feel the eeriness, like when they were gonna duel, like feels really eerie, and I like it. It's time for the last song. Are you excited? I'm excited. Yeah. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Oh my gosh, this one, it's so touching. I like how it starts with like Madison and Jefferson and President Washington like talking about Hamilton, like his financial system was great and everything. And then it's like President Washington's like, you have no control, who lives, who dies, who tells your story, which is true. Like, if I died, I have no control over who tells my story. But it's great. I like how we see how Eliza like continued the legacy of Alexander and like kept it going, and she started an orphanage and everything. And I like how the end, I've seen clips of the end, how she like sees Philip and like Alexander just waiting for her, because like at the end she's like dying, and I think it's really cute. The last singing, so time, when they hold the time and everything, that's amazing. I love that so much. Oh my gosh, I showed it to my whole family when I heard it, and I probably cried also. Okay, here is my album cover. That's actually me. I'm the Hamilton on that star. It took about 10 tries to get that cape perfect so I can make it. It's a little darker than the actual logo, I believe, but so that's great. The end of my review on all the songs. So now we'll talk about a couple things I like, and I hope you really like the picture. I like to call it Camilton, which is just it's just replacing the H with a C, Camilton. So if you ever want me to do a full cover of every single Hamilton song, and then we'll call it Camilton, I can do that. So my whole review over the whole, I guess, album, I'd call it musical, I guess. I love it. I don't know if I've said that already. I love all the songs. There's some that are like my top favorites and some that like you think Hamilton, you don't really think of them first, but there's some that you like think of right away. What else? Okay, I was gonna add bloopers, but it's already really long and I accidentally deleted my bloopers. My cat attacked me about 10 times during this whole recording, and also I don't know why I say okay when I start every single section for each song. I was about to start this one with okay, but I didn't. So this was the end of Act 2. I hope you like this 2 videos. Please have a fun half an hour watching them, because it's gonna be a blast. They're not, I mean, they're interesting for me to make, but I didn't add any like pictures in there because I already spent 3 hours on this. So I hope you enjoy.